Hey guys, Evan O'Rourke here, back with another live stream. How are we today, my guys? This is a little bit of an uneventful stream because one of the topics literally would not have been a topic had it not been for a very specific trailer that released today. That trailer, of course, being Monarch Legacy of Monsters. I nearly started the stream with having the thumbnail be called Godzilla Legacy of Monsters because honestly, a part of my mind just completely forgot that that was not only the title, but that this was even coming out. So it just bloop, escaped my mind. But we're going to be talking about my thoughts on the trailer because, as you can obviously tell, if I'm talking about it now, I'm not going to obviously do a reaction video. I just it didn't come to mind, though I should have, honestly. But you know what? There'll be an even longer trailer. We'll wait for that, or maybe not. We'll see. Um, Give me a second. Let me just do one thing real quick, and then we can start. Let me see. Okay, so let me just take a look here. Oop, I forgot to lower the brightness. You don't want that be too bright. Otherwise, like I always say, with the light not too, like not too plentiful in the behind me, you just go like this. I always like to do that sometimes. It looks like I'm like some evil sorcerer. Anyway, yeah, we have two topics. Just give me one more minute. Sorry. Uh, okay, let's just start getting right into it. So first things first, the Monarch Legacy of Monsters trailer came out a few hours ago. I'm gonna recheck like just now just to make sure I'm right on that. But let me see. Um, let's see here. Yep, 10 hours ago. So while I was in school, and um, and it was very good. Okay, let me just start off by saying that I like the trailer a lot. I am not a big fan of the MonsterVerse. I do not think the MonsterVerse should continue. But given the fact that this is a prequel series where it looks like it's all taking place like a miss 2014 or around 2014, I honestly think that's a cool idea. I think the problem with the MonsterVerse is that it's continuing too many ideas going forward. I don't think the MonsterVerse should continue forward. I think if we were to make any content, which is even debatable as is in my opinion, it should be content that's already like revolving around something that's already existing. Like kind of like how Star Wars nowadays is not in a position where it's making like anything new, like anything forward in the timeline because that would just not make any sense. Like Star Wars 9 should have been is the last movie, and some people even say that the sequel trilogy shouldn't have even happened. I won't get into that because we're not talking about Star Wars. But my point still stands in the sense that I don't really think there should. I mean, there will be something like right. There's Godzilla X Kong. I don't honestly get the point of that. I really don't think it's worth making, and I honestly don't think it's going to be very good. But I like this idea because this is something that's actually taking place before the known films, like 2014. And plus, I honestly like. I'm not even gonna like Kong Skull Island was very interesting in the sense that it played into this, this idea of kaiju's before, like in the universe where Kong Skull Island took place. It was before 2014. It was before anything. You would only receive King Kong. You'd only seen Skull Island as the only island where there were these kaiju's. And there was only these ideas being passed around, like what was happening during that time period. But there was never a show or a movie on that specifically. And I think that's what this is going to be. I mean, I don't know if that's obvious enough to say. Hello, pathetic pictures, nice hair, thank you. Um, some would say otherwise though, just because I'm not really I just brushed it down after I showered, but thanks. Um, but like I was saying, there wasn't. This is interesting. This is an interesting concept, and I have actually nothing but praise. I don't really think there's anything in there that I didn't like. If it was something that took place after GBK, that's when the stream would all be. I don't like this idea. I think this is bad. Blah 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 blah. Reason A, B, and C. That yada yada yada. That'd be my whole thing in the stream if it took place after all that. But it didn't, and I have nothing but respect for that. Just because. Why? Just because if there were to be anything, I don't think if the MonsterVerse should continue, but if there were to be anything at all that they should focus on as far as the MonsterVerse is concerned, if I had to choose, I would say before 2014, all that. and that's what the show's doing, and that's what I'm happy about. So we'll see how it is. I don't. The problem with that I have, I guess, like specifically as a person, is that I don't actually have Apple TV. I don't actually. I mean, there might be some major legal reason that some Godzilla fans aren't aware of that I'm not aware about, but I just don't know why they didn't go out of their way to just put this on HBO. I don't understand that. Seems to me like this should have been an HBO thing, but maybe there was some legal issue. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there was Apple TV is the only one that offered to do it. I don't know the legal reasons behind it, but it would make sense to me that that should be on HBO because I honestly don't know many people, including myself, who have Apple TV. That's just not. That's just not one of my. I don't think I don't know. It doesn't come to mind as far as like what streaming services do you have. So, but yeah. Let me see here. Sorry, one second. Um, but So, anyways, I liked it. I liked it. So there would be no reaction video of it. Those are my general thoughts on it. Of course, I'd be curious to see what your guys' thoughts are on it. You have Apple TV. You have it. You can watch it, even though I know you're not a Godzilla fan. So you're lucky. I'm not. I mean, you know what I mean. I am a Godzilla fan. I mean to say I don't have Apple TV, so I can't. Um, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here. Um, Give me one second. So anyway, what are your thoughts on it, guys? I'm curious. Say in the chat. I think Pathetic Pictures doesn't have many because either he hasn't seen the trailer or if he has, he's not even a Godzilla fan. So that's maybe valid from his standpoint. Um, but oh my, I gotta. This is oh what is? Oh, and by the way, no spoilers. It's not really a spoiler because hell, it's in the thumbnail, so I'm just gonna say it. Who cares? But the what's it called? The I love the fact that Godzilla's in it at the very end. I think that that was well executed with just the right amount of screen time for him. But of course, it all takes place in 2014, so it's 2014 version of him, which I think is very interesting. Let's see here, bro. Godzilla is blasphemous. Why do you say that? I want your reasoning. I know you're kidding, but I'm curious as to what your reason is. It has God in the name. Well, I guess that's a fair point. To some very, very fair, fairly religious people. I was about to say the actual whole thing. WTF is wrong with you? Yeah, sometimes you have to be careful. Like I do curse, but I try not to curse on my streams. Very rarely, when you read things out in your streams, you like curse because someone says something like in, you know, like something that's short for this, and you can almost like sound it out just because like you're so used to saying it that way. Um, but let me see here. Um, so yeah, if no one has any thoughts they'd like to discuss about as far as the trailer is concerned, then we'll just talk about School Has Begun, which is the second topic that I don't want to delve in too much, just because I already made a video concerning back to school news. I would recommend you check that out. I uploaded it less than like a day ago. It talks about all the details you need to know. I only want to bring it up for this live stream just because I don't know. Could be that some people in this live stream have similar stories than I do or different stories than I do. We could talk about what school and starting it again has been like for all of us and all that. That's kind of more the reason why I made it a topic. But like as far as like my own story with it is concerned, I would recommend you. You could listen to me ramble on about it in the stream, but you have the black back to school news vlog. Um, um, but let's see here. Listen, Evan, you should do a religion death battle. Should I do one of those? I don't think I should do one of those. I think that would cause a lot of controversy, especially amongst people who may be religious and who have separate religions. Oh man, I don't know. And if someone would probably report that, and they'd be 100% right for doing it. God be Allah who wins. Oh man, a short battle, right? I don't even know if they, I don't even think they sell like figures of. Well, if they do, I mean, no, I'm sure they do, but like, I don't imagine many people buying them. Be no real reason to. Um, but anyway, let me just check one thing. I'm curious. Maybe you should do that. You have a stop motion channel actually, so why don't you make one of those actually? You'd probably do a more fairly better choreographed battle than I could. Evan, I'm afraid. Oh no, you're expect. Actually, no. This isn't actually the worst place to seek advice because there aren't many people here to hear it. So maybe I can tell my secrets. And I don't have any secrets. I'm playing with you guys. Um, besides, I guess technically speaking, we haven't even left the first topic. But I'm probably will in a few minutes, just because no one's either the stream doesn't have as many people as I thought, and also people that are here or not, or one person is here isn't into Godzilla, so I can't have a so get out. No, I'm just kidding. So I can't have a proper lengthy discussion about it. But I don't know what much you could say. I mean, it's a teaser trailer, which, by the way, like I said earlier, is more. Like, see, there's the thing, right? Like your brain, or my brain, is programmed to think anytime there's something like eventful trailer coming out, like oh, reaction video. But like you just hear teaser, and then you're like, okay, wait a minute. What if I just were to wait a little bit longer for the real deal? And the real deal is um, what's the real deal? The real deal is the official trailer, where it's longer, shows more scenes, just more of a jaw dropper, all that good stuff. Um, but yeah, um, let me. But any thoughts? Any thoughts? Okay. Well, what advice are you hoping for me to give? Just to for you to become more socialized, or what's the deal? Because I think honestly, one of the better tips I have for you right now, just my first piece of advice right off the bat, is to maybe go up to these women, start talking about your love for Monarch Legacy of Monsters. That's your first line. Hey, are you gonna watch Monarch Legacy of Monsters? See what they say. I'm pretty sure you get some pretty interesting answers. Uh, even if you're not a Godzilla fan, just give it a try. Just don't actually do that, by the way. Just nope, not something I would not something I'd seriously advise. Um, oh, by the way, I didn't even say I apologize for starting the stream late. I was like 5 minutes late, but it's the same old excuse: dinner and shower. I don't think I can. I mean, as long as I live, that will never not be a likelihood. Just because I come home from school, I have stuff to do in between then and the shower, and then whatnot, and all that. Um, Speaking of which, just because this usually happens sometimes, maybe it's just the magic of the words. I don't know what it actually. I don't know how it does this, but if for any reason people do not, if for any reason more people don't join within the next 10 minutes, I'm probably going to end the stream. This happens sometimes, right? Where not enough people join, and it's just not. There's not a real point to keep the stream up. But the beautiful thing about it is, as soon as you say come back, join in 10 minutes, in 10 minutes time someone joins just as I'm about to end it. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Let me give you a little bit more time. And then everyone starts coming in. And that might also not happen. I remember there was this one time where it was a very much similar scenario to this, where Pathetic Pictures was in the stream, I think. This was back in March, I think, February. March, February, or April, one of those 3 months. And probably March or April. And the same thing happened, but no one did join. It didn't. The trick didn't work that one time. So yeah. But the people want to know. So, Evan, talk about your day. Well, my day. Well, first things first. I guess, we might as well just go into the second topic at this point. So the second topic of school has begun, and this does answer your question, by the way. Well, school beginning is certainly a good answer as to how my day has been today and yesterday. Yesterday was my first day of school. Today was my first day of school as well. And it's not. I hate my schedule. Had it not been for my schedule being so bad, I think I would have enjoyed the first few days of school more. But I have pre-calculus. I want to get out of that class and go to financial literacy. And I also want to move my college bio class, which is currently fourth period, and make that my eighth period class and switch that for financial literacy, which is now pre-calc, which is also now my eighth period class. And I hate the idea of having eighth period math, so I'm changing that. And it's going to be I don't know. We'll see if if I can do it. I mean, the point the I was going to say the um, right now at least there's so many seniors that want to change their schedule kind of like me. So, and by the way, I'm a senior in high school for those who don't know. So when I went downstairs today and I'm like, hey, I want to change my schedule, like, nope, there's no room. Come back a week ago from now, which is Friday, and check again when maybe there's less people asking about schedule changes, and hopefully there's vacancies in the classrooms that I want to be in. So then I add that. I missed my bus heading home, so I had to wait an extra 40 minutes for the next one. I then came back home. I had maybe less than an hour to relax before I had to do all the shower, dinner, set up the stream, all that. And here we are. And then if you go to college, will the channel end? Oh, that's a deep question. Oh my God. I guess it ties into the realms of school, so I'll answer it. Will the channel end if I go away to college? I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I certainly don't have any plans to continue it past college. So I guess technically yes, maybe, but nothing is confirmed. That's why I don't want to say yes or no to that. But by the way, by past college, there's a chance I might like the first year out of college. But like by that I mean like I'm not doing this when I'm 30 years old. Like that's what I mean when I say not past college. So yes and no, if that answers your question. I don't want to give a simple straight answer just because I don't know myself and or um, anything changes. And even if I do say yes now and make that so official and clear, I could end up changing my mind, end it the next day, or 5 years ago from the day I decided not to. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, like an elongated channel existence past college, I don't know about that one. I don't know. But certainly it's not going to go away anytime soon. I don't have plans to end it anytime soon. But all good things must come to an end, though. As sad as that is to say. I think, what's the deal with your channel? Are you continuing it? You're giving, I don't know your full decision on that either. Because you said yes, but then you uploaded your recently released video, Deadpool versus Spider-Man, which is very good, by the way. I know there are not many people in this stream, which, by the way, there's 7 minutes left. If anyone new joins, I can extend the time. But for anyone who might be watching, as I'm sure that there isn't, check that out, by the way. Very good video of his. Recent video, you can't miss it because before that he hadn't uploaded in months, maybe even was it a year? My God, oh man. Um, yeah, of course. Oh, 1 second. But yeah, no, school is. If I keep the schedule that I have now, I might actually not like my school this school year. I'm like, and, you could call that childish, but think about it. Your schedule is your literal day. If you don't like your schedule, like, literally think about that, right? Even if you're like, I'm not a popular kid, but let's say you were a popular kid. Let's say you had a whole bunch of friends, and all that stuff. Your schedule can still make your year like bad, like awful, because your schedule is just the classes you take, who's in them. It's just, it's every, it's, if the schedule's bad, everything's bad. So I really got to make sure I change the schedule. If I keep the schedule that I'm in right now for the rest of the school year, I don't know if I'll end high school thinking that my senior year wasn't bad, but I certainly won't be as happy as I thought it would have been. Because senior, like, every year of high school has been getting better. Freshman years was at the time I thought fine, but now I wish I didn't do it online. Sophomore year was great. Junior year was even better. And this year, if I change the schedule, has the potential to be even better. But if I don't, I already know it will be probably it will break the trend of each high school year getting better. So I have to fix my schedule. That's, I'm just hoping it won't take too long because, the longer you take to change something like that, the more homework you have to do in the class that you're going to switch out of, and that just mentally sucks. Like in your head, it sucks. I don't know. I don't have a lot of time with school starting. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, hello, Atomic. Look, I was right. If I said I'm going to be ending the stream soon because not many people are joining, someone joins. But that does happen, though, sometimes, guys. Because I stream every week, and that is, I'll admit, a little too frequent, but I enjoy doing it. It's not because I have a... everyone likes to joke. I like to stick to my schedule. And yes, streaming on Fridays at 7:30 is part of my schedule, but it's not... I don't do it because it's part of my schedule. I do it because it's fun. Just because it happens to be in the schedule doesn't mean you don't enjoy it. But I do enjoy it. So, but there are sometimes just because I stream a little bit too frequently that people don't have as much of an incentive to join because you'll see guys just through like just Godzilla fans like myself who maybe have like 1,000 subscribers, a little bit less than that. They don't stream for years. They come back, maybe use their stream as an announcement to say they've returned to YouTube or something, and oh my god, like 20 people join, even if they have less subscribers than me and all that. But if you stream every week, there's not much of an incentive to join. But that's okay. This stream, we'll see what happens. I thought you were popular for real. Well, maybe with some, maybe with some people, maybe with some people. No, no, a popular kid in the sense that like every person knows my name. No, but I would like to think I have a lot of friends who know my name, just like I know their names. Oh, your senior sucks too, Evan. Well, technically, it's only started for 2 days, and it's not that it's the schedule sucks, and if I know I know that my senior year will suck if the schedule I have continues, but I have hope that I'll change it, so I don't think my senior year will suck. I hope that's the key word, hope. Only if my schedule continues will my senior year suck. So far, it's okay. If I can change my schedule, I don't think it will be bad much longer. I'm only in 2 classes with my friends. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that, man. I kind of have a similar situation, which, by the way, let me just say, it's not the worst thing in the world to not be in a class with all your friends because, first things first, it's how you meet new friends. And secondly, you have no idea just how much work you can actually get done sometimes when you don't have your friends around. Like, I hate to say that. I love socializing. I used to be an introvert. Now I'm an extrovert. And as someone but even as an extrovert, there are moments where I'll admit I need time to just work on things alone. And I can only do that by doing it alone, literally, without having my friends there. So it does actually help you in many ways, but it also can suck, so I understand that. I mean, you're like Godzilla, guys, for real. I don't know how I should take that, man. Hi, Evan. Hello, Mr. Red Hudson. How are you, man? Evan, you're right. Well, it's obvious. It still sucks, though. I mean, I get it, but getting more work done is helpful. I hate to say that. I sound like a nerd, but it's I would think it's true. Just because if you're applying to college, oh my God, you don't get your assignments in on time. Colleges look at that. Ooh, that's not a good look, man. So school has begun. I've always, first things first, it's like a tagline for this channel. Every time school starts, I always treat it like, oh, it's so bad. But if you saw my school, I don't want to advertise it too much. It sounds like a loser. But if you haven't checked it out, please do. It's my vlog, Back to School News. Because as far as my own story is concerned with how school starts and how it's going to affect this channel, I'd advise you to check that video out. Don't hear what I have to say in regards to school starting and how it's going to affect this channel on this stream. We're just talking about it just for the fun of it. The actual important information you'll find in that video, so I would recommend you check it out if you haven't. But in the meanwhile, like I was saying, if the grades matter. The grades matter. If you change your schedule, and it was bad and now it's great, it can literally make your whole school year better. So I have hopes that my schedule will change. I just have to wait a little bit, like a week or two, which sucks. Like I said, the reason why it sucks is because, so like, I'll give an example. I already said this, but I don't think Atomic or Hudson were here to hear this. I want to switch out of pre-calc, and knowing it's going to take a while before I'm able to do that, I have to, in the meanwhile, do homework for that class, yet knowing I'm going to switch out of that class. It's kind of like doing work. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, I guess it must be like how, this is a bit of an exaggeration, but I guess it's kind of like people who have like a job and like give a 2 weeks notice that they're going to leave that job. And within those 2 weeks of before leaving, they're like, man, I really wish I could just not do work because I know I'm going to quit this job, but I can't yet because I already said I'd be staying on the job for 2 more weeks. It's kind of like that. because I have to wait for something to actually happen, of course. Because right now, at least the seniors in my high school hate their schedule. Almost every senior I know hates their schedule. So that means, oh, everyone's switching things around. It's a disaster. Cold classrooms are the worst. Yeah, they can be for sure, but it depends. Of course, like if it's hot outside, then maybe they're not so bad. Um, but then those classrooms even get too cold after a while. So a nice cool room is great. Nothing too cold or hot. But thank God I got the exact same schedule as two of my friends. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, this year I didn't get many. I didn't get a schedule with many friends. I'm trying to think. I did get one for first period, yes, but that friend is thinking of switching out of first period class. Second period, yes. Third period, no. Fourth period, no. Fifth period is lunch, which I already eat alone anyway, and I do that on purpose, by the way, just to get work done, like I was saying earlier. And then sixth and seventh period, yes. Eighth period, no. So third, fourth, and eighth period, I don't have any friends in those classes. It does mean that I could make friends in those classes, but case still stands that right now I don't. But those are the ones that I plan to change around with my schedule. So hopefully when that's done, I'll have friends, or the friends that I had in the other classes. If I switch to their classes, that is. Um, so anyway, since we're now at three people joining, I'll probably end the stream. If another person joins, how about this? If it still remains three people, I'll end it at 8:10. If one more person joins, making it four people, I will continue streaming until 8:20. Um, but that's always the magic word. You always got to say, "Wait, I'm going to end off the stream in 10 minutes because only one person's here," and then more people start to join. I don't know if it's the fact that I do it probably is too frequently is the problem. But I didn't stream last week, so there's that. I don't know why. And by the way, it was because I was. Ooh, sorry, I hurt my foot there. I was busy. In case you're curious, I do apologize for not streaming last week. My God, I'm looking at like my live YouTube section, like the YouTube section where it's only live streams, and I literally, I mean, it's not even. It's just like two rows before my stream called "Summer Has Begun" was the stream. My God, this summer. This was a weird summer, like in a good way, because well, actually, yes and no in a good way, because like typically when you make an announcement of something, you always say, "Oh, I feel like for instance, when I made the Schools Out vlog, you know, and it's like now you're going back to school and you're making that announcement. You feel like it was just yesterday that and like you exaggerate in your head. Oh, it was just yesterday that I said Schools Out, but no, it literally felt to me as I was making that Schools Out vlog yesterday, back to school vlog yesterday, that I literally just got out of school, like that. Oops, sorry, that I literally just got out of school. Um, sorry, I think I just threw something. Whoa. All right, I look for it after this. Oh, there it is. Um, so yeah, it literally felt like I just announced that I was out of school. So it's weird the way that stuff works. Like I'm not saying that like it felt like that literally. Like it was just yesterday. So it went by really fast. I got Neuronga today, which I thought was delivered to the wrong house. Good thing it didn't. Yeah, that's scary. I mean, I remember there was this one time where, oh my God, someone accidentally took my pack. Like this is all the way back in like 2017, and I had ordered around the time of Godzilla Earth and all that. And I had released my, or not released. I had received my Bandai Godzilla Monster Planet, and someone took it to their house instead. Like mistakenly took my package, and I got it back, but it was the fault of my doorman who gave it to the wrong person. So, oh my God, um, that was so annoying. I got so mad. I remember you can imagine me being 11 years old, how mad I was. But yeah, OMG Evan O'Rourke. Hello, Lear. How are you? Evan, can you watch my Megazord stop motion? Oh yeah, absolutely. Right now on stream or after the stream? Which one? I'm fine with either. I'm assuming you want me to do it during the stream for a live reaction, but I'll wait for you to. Oh wow, this got like 3.8K views. Nice job, man. That's great. Wow. Man, I didn't even put any hashtag or anything. I just got that. That's congratulations. I don't even have to watch the video. I'm impressed at that alone. Nice job at reaching 3,000 views on that video. My God, great job. Wow, that's awesome. Um, right now, please. Okay, we'll do. 1 minute and 18 seconds. Here we go. Check this out for yourselves, by the way. I haven't even watched it. I'm already telling you guys this. After the stream or during the stream. Here we go. Oh boy, I like these lights. Ooh, nice. Is that your logo now? I like it. Or intro, rather. I don't know if it's your intro or you're just your. Ooh, nice. I like that. I like what the rocks moving. It gives the. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It's less work too. Oh, that's cool. Very good stop motion. Very smooth. Very nice. Very nice. Nice. Oh, there we go. That's cool. Oh, wow. There we go. Nice. Nice. That is awesome. Woo! That was awesome, man. Nice job. Well deserving of the 3.8K views, though that's still very impressive. Rather or not it's deserving of it. That's just great. Honestly, my favorite part was the shot at zero. Which one is it? Hang on. I don't know why. Like for some reason, I like the shot at 0:51 seconds, where like it's my POV and he's coming towards me. But the stop motion throughout the whole thing is very, very smooth. That's that, the views, everything. I am very impressed by it. Oops. There we go. Very, very nice. Whoops. There we go. Atomic. Whoops. I'm surprised at the views too. Thanks, bro. No problem. Atomic views are atomic. Yes, quite literally, right? Yeah, new interest. Send a link to the stop motion. Can I do that? I think I. Let me see. Let me see here. Um, Let me see here. I also have to watch. I know this is not in the stream, but I also have to watch Somebody Spud's new short battle. I see that on my recommended as I'm trying to go back and watch. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I just had it. What? Well, maybe it's because I closed the tab out. That's why I can't go back. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Okay, pathetic pictures. Thanks, Evan. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, of course, man. There you go. Pathetic pictures. Evan, I used two different Megazord figures for that animation. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I couldn't tell. If you were trying to make it like so that the viewer couldn't tell it was two different figures, then it worked on me because I did not know that. So if that was your goal, then mission accomplished. Of course, if you know the figures, then maybe it's easier to tell that you switched them in the middle of the animation. But that's different because I don't collect those. For people who do, maybe. But if for any ordinary audience, I did not know that. So if that was, which I'm pretty sure that would have been a goal of yours because you don't want to have a continuity problem ever in any movie or anything like that. It'd just not be good. um, let's see. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Um, awesome. I fooled you. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Um, About to make the 1964 Mio Ride stop motion and recreation. Oh man. Yeah, that was whew, I don't know why I did that, man. You make a lot of weird decisions when you're young and you make videos. A lot of weird decisions. Um, that was obviously one of them. Sorry, one second. There we go. But let me see here. Do you support Migo rights? I don't know if you're asking that question generally or to me specifically, but yes, I support Migo rights. Migo rights on Migo Island, Migo rights anywhere. Certainly, they have all the rights needed because they're in my room. They're being well taken care of. Because, and by not, I mean I haven't cleaned their shelves properly. So it can be very dusty back there. But that's because, man, if you knew the process of having to put figures back in their appropriate places after shelf cleaning, it really makes like perfect sense after that point why you would not want to clean your shelves so frequently. I don't want to sound like a hoarder. I don't want to sound like that. I'm not. My house isn't dirty or anything like that. But it's just, man, there are certain areas of the house where this with the Godzilla shelves. Oh, I remember there was this one time where I thought it would be a good idea to make a Godzilla collection video by taking the Godzilla figures I have and taking a 3-second shot of them associated with each movie that they came from, and then switching between those movies in chronological order. Or, I mean, by that I mean like not chronological, because no, I mean the franchise is weird with the timeline. By that I mean like the order of the movies that they came out, they were released, the order that they were released. And I didn't like that idea, but by that time I had emptied out all my shelves, so I thought might as well clean them. And I did clean them, obviously, and then I put the figures back, and oh my god, that took me like 2 hours. And keep in mind, I think I hung out with my friends that same day, so when I come back to the house, I'm already tired, my legs are exhausted, and I'm just going back and forth, putting a figure back, putting a figure front, moving them to make more space for a new figure in the middle, one in the back, one on the left, one on the right side. Oh my god! And I did this for like four. Let me. How many shelves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you count the top of my shelf, so 5 shelves of just Oh my god! I absolutely hated it. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, man. It was awful. Just like in the show, I used 2 Megazords. One used for transforming with the other Zords, and one is a smaller articulated Megazord. Nice, nice. So wait, I'm confused. So you tried to get people to not realize there's two different figures, or was that the point then? I'm confused. Hi, Evan. Hello, Tice. How are you, man? Used an articulated Tyrannosaur in the beginning shot, and used the other Tyrannosaur to combine it with the other. Well, I mean, I guess you could assume that those are different figures when watching it, but you also don't know because sometimes you wonder if just as someone who barely knows anything about Transformers, if 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 what if they even if they even well, I was gonna say if they come into pieces or not, but obviously not because they transform. It's supposed to be something one thing that you can rearrange to become something else. So obviously not. I think the point was to make it seem seamless. Okay, well then it worked. Then it worked absolutely. I'm not doubting that. I wasn't sure if you were trying to make it seem like it was noticeable or not. Um, but rather or not, it was still very good, even if it was pointless or not. Evan, is this an official render of Godzilla from the show, or is that an old render? No, 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 no. This is an old render. I just looked up Godzilla 2014 PNG because you have to remember, as someone who's like who's taking a shower, is eating dinner, who's trying to make it so that I can stream at 7:30, which I often never do. I'm always like 5 minutes late. The thumbnail is always I don't want to. I guess it is. Screw it. I'll just say it. It's kind of rushed. So I just looked up Godzilla 2014 PNG, first or second one I found, and then plopped it in. But I have to say, it's probably a very similar render because this show takes place around 2014, from what it seems. Meaning that this 2014 design, I would assume, would have to be the same if they were to show Godzilla, which they will. Literally at the end of the trailer, he's in there, and in the thumbnail. So, give me one second. I'll be right here. I'm just gonna drink water from the side here, off to the side here. I don't know why, but more recently when I've been streaming, I kind of have like a more dry throat, like halfway in, so I didn't now have to drink. Stay hydrated, guys. Stay hydrated. It's good. me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. Sorry, I just took a break there. Let me come back here. Excited for Godzilla Mech Annihilation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's gonna be coming out soon. Coming out soon. I didn't make it a topic for the stream because I feel like I've done it for like what, the last 3 streams now, if I'm not mistaken. No, I haven't. That's an exaggeration. But anyway, that scene that I said I didn't like that I refilmed, it's been refilmed and it's been edited with the exception of the music that is going to be redone on Robo's part, and Robo's doing the music for it. So, and we're also reviewing all the scenes with my crew who are working on it, and by working on it, I mean music and VFX, and we're breaking it down. We're naming every little mistake we found, and once we do that, and I fix those little mistakes that I'm allowing all my friends to, I want. So the point of this review that I'm doing with my crew is so we can pick it apart, analyze every little mistake, fix every little mistake, and before you know it, it seems to all of us that it's almost perfect to be released. And no matter what, though, it will be released October 7th. So even if we don't critique everything, that will be the release date. But we've already started critiquing it. I think we're up to scene 10 as far as critiques are concerned. But yeah, I'm kind of glad. But thank you, though. I'm glad you're excited. I'm kind of glad we are getting back 2014 Goji because I really like the spines in him and feel like he needs more. It feels like he's more intimidating to me. Yeah. And also because I know a lot of people didn't like how little screen time he got in 2014, but I think that kind of actually played into the intimidation, if I have to be honest. Evan, could you leave a comment? Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. Give me a second. Um, there you go. I commented on it for you. Let me go back here. Jimmy Carter. Oh, no. Did he pass away? I looked it up. I don't think he did. Because, like, in case you... Sometimes I read two things at once in the chat. Because, your eyes just zigzag everywhere. So sometimes you read, like, one chat message that's further up just because you're scrolling up. And then sometimes you read something that's, like, all the way down there. And you look at, the thing that's down there. And just, multitask. Evan, when can I finish... or, Evan, when can I? I'm like, why are you asking me when can you finish something? I misread that. And when I finish Death Race Unleashed, can you watch it on one of your live streams? I want to see a reaction to that. Yeah, absolutely. Just let me know which stream it is, and then I'll know when I watch it. Like, I'll know when I have it in my recommended not to watch it, because I'll remember live stream I'll watch it. So just let me know in the stream. Kind of like what you did today. No different, and I'll do it. Evan, what were your thoughts on the Gamma Rebirth? Oh, yeah, about that. I have not gotten the chance to watch it yet just because school just started for me. So I have... I'll get to it. I'll definitely get to it. This won't be one of those things where, like, with Singular, I remember with Singular Point, I think I was like, I, I delayed watching it to like a month and a half. So I'm gonna try my best not to do it with this, but I only have so much free time on my end. So no, I did not watch it yet. I feel so stupid for saying that as a kaiju fan, but I'll definitely get to it. But let me see what the rest of you said. To me, it's better than all the kaiju animes Netflix has released. Cough Cough Singular Point Pacific. Yeah. Well, I mean, it does look promising. So I take your word for it that it's great. I'm going to look into it. So you watched all of them yesterday, I imagine. Is that right? Or did you watch them yesterday and today? Evan, do you list your channel in your college apps? I have not, and I don't plan to, just because if I have something on my channel that I want to send off to colleges that I find impressive, I'll just send it like on a separate folder. I don't want them having access to all of my videos, because then what that means is that they're going to, guess what, man? They're going to stumble on some videos I don't want them to see. Not because they're like, I don't have anything to hide. I mean, anything that you guys want to see, you can find right now. I've barely privated anything on my channel, maybe like 3 things. But there's some stuff that's just not good, not good quality. Literally, actually, so much on my channel is that just because the majority of my videos are when I was younger and when I released them more frequently. So by that measure, most of my content isn't actually that great because most of my videos was from years ago when I used to upload like 7 videos a day. And by years ago, I mean like 2016. So like literally go around filming with my iPad, like playing little characters. bad stuff. I'll just finish reading the chat and then I got to end off the stream here, like as an art thing. But no, well, yeah. So I hope I answered your question. Thanks, bro. No problem. I'll let you know. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I watched it in one day. Wow. Okay, that's big commitment, man. Um, in any case, I'm gonna be ending off the stream now because I got some stuff to do. But just want to say, Monarch Legacy of the Monsters trailer, I shockingly thought was actually pretty appealing. We'll see how it actually, goes. I don't even know if I'm even gonna watch it. I don't have Apple TV, but we'll see. And also, school has begun, but I'm not gonna go into much detail about that. If you want news about that, I'll say it one last time. Check out my back to school news vlog, latest video, not even uploaded over 24 hours ago. Check it out if you want to know news on that. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed this stream. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later, and bye bye.